All right, here's another example of how my 300 watts solar panel is only pulling in 15 watts. I'm only having these two plugged in and they're both facing away. I just simply reach up and with it shifted over into the sun over the panel that isn't hooked up yet because I don't have a cord for it. It's on my Amazon wish list if anyone has the money and is able to afford it for us. That'd be awesome, thanks. Now we are getting 79 watts in, and I am still sitting in the sun. Instead of having to rotate it around and be in the shade in the wintertime, I'm able to absorb vitamin D. It's actually cold out, but I'm warm in here because of the fire. Full sun exposure, God, thank you. In the wintertime, this is such a blessing. My whole back is warm right now because of my fire. My fire is going. Keeping everything behind me that's in the shade just as warm, if not warmer, than the front of me with this cold winter air out here. If I wasn't getting enough heat in the back, I could take my curtain here and I could, like, enclosing me. That's actually really nice. Wow. Feeding my body with the best food and the best vitamin D through the sun and through my scarf and through my thermals, my base layers. I leave the lanolin in so it absorbs all the vitamin D3 it can during the processing and then slow releases it into my pores throughout the winter. This sleeve for my neck mount is even my sheep's filter. A lot of other nutrients and vitamins you can overdose on, except for vitamin D, and it's the most important. I choose to maximize my skin exposure during the winter by having all button up or divided in the middle layers so that I can, upon the sun's peeking out behind the from behind the clouds in the wintertime, I'm more prompted to and motivated to just simply unbutton the few layers that are on the outside to expose my skin. Sit down for a second while the sun's out. All right, I'm making some new tooth powder. I based my tooth powder off of this recipe, Uncle Harry's. I do everything except for the colloidal silver because I don't have a colloidal silver maker or any silver. Mustard seed I have, and sea salt, and the calcium carbonate, and the bentonite clay. I have all mixed into here. I buy just one of the smallest containers of each of those and use my mustard seed from here locally. And then I have these two oils, and that is basically my refill of this original recipe that is just amazing. I don't just want to get all of the essential oils to make mine more amazing. I want to get an actual distiller. My wish list is a pot about that big with a little cooling pot on top and the copper coil inside, a little miniature water pump, everything that I can just set right there with a pot full of herbs. And when I'm done, take the pot off the top and put it inside, and it's not going to take up any more space on my wagon. Yeah, that's on my wish list. If anybody wants to get it, I'm going to be here at this property for another week waiting for anything that's off that wish list and wrapping up things here, getting ready to head off this farm. And finally, for the first time in 2 years, I've figured everything out to where I can go longer distances. I want to go to the next valley because there isn't enough space. This is a very small valley. I would like to go to the valley north of here. It's like 10 times larger. So yeah, if anyone wants to get anything to support the journey and my projects, then yeah, click on the wish list link that's in the description of this video You can donate also on there, even if you can't afford anything that's on there. There's cheap things on there, but you can donate $1. And then I get the things myself that are on that list. Awesome. So I keep 2 of these containers of paste. I keep one with the essential oils for brushing, and then I keep the other one. Without the essential oils, and that's for packing my teeth before I eat. So the essential oils, there's no essential oils messing up the flavor of my food. This is my current oral care. And floss, obviously. Oh, and oil pulling is major. I have my sesame seed oil right here. The oil pulling is like 90% of my oral care support. I just need to get to where I can get a distiller to distill therapeutic essential oils for my local toothpaste creation, using as a base my native clays. Native clay tooth powder with my own essential oils. That'd be awesome. And once we get the essential oil and the paste base, then we can move to adding a chewing stick to that, because a chewing stick I've tried, and it's not sustainable because they don't grow here, and anything that is here is good for abrasion, but it's not doesn't have any antimicrobial therapeutic effect. It's just scrubbing. So it'd be really nice to have the scrubbing and the paste natural eventually. Replace the plastic. It's crazy. I'm working here and Missy starts nibbling on my hair like she has done maybe a couple times in the years I've had her, but this time she started chewing on it with her back teeth. All right, I gave her molybdenum, whatever you say that. Here's your vitamin C. She likes the vitamin C because it tastes good. Oh, I think I might have missed a little bit. Here's a little bit more. All right, after a week of giving her a dropper of vitamin C and a dropper of molybdenum, whatever you call that, a couple times a day. She has not had red urine or any kidney failure or difficulties. Like I had and one of my sheep, Happy, years ago got copper poisoning from getting in the same chicken coop, and 3 times in 1 week. And this was just one time, but I think she got a lot more, so I was concerned. You're all right. You're doing well. It didn't make you sick. Good sheep. It's always good to have preventative. It's rather stable from what I've. There you go. So for 2 years, it's good for 2 years. It's basically, if you buy this for $10 for 2 years, you'll have the assurance that if your dairy sheep gets into one of your farmers' chicken coops, that you won't have to worry about it. So yeah, $10 for 2 years of peace of mind. I'd say that's worth it. It's worth the wait carrying that. I still need the doorknobs. Little doorknobs on the wish list. We're not able to shut that one. That one we're able to shut because it's got the inside latches, but inside latches on that, I don't have holes on the ends of the wagon anymore to reach in and close them, because I like this grade to be much more sealed for the winter. Pulling through these wood chips is hard when it's wet, especially. Wintertime, ground moisture makes pulling the wagon about 20% harder, 25% harder, but having 75 PSI in my tires instead of this adjusted 50 makes up for it. Yeah. 100 degrees, done. Yeah. Good sheep, happy sheep. Thank God we're mobile again. Uh-oh, I hear a wheel. You guys hear that? Oh, I got a wobbly wheel that's rubbing every second. Come on, go on the top. And power through it. Pulling backwards is fun. Pulling backwards. Working different muscles. Yeah. It's totally different walking backwards with this hand as opposed to that hand. Working different muscles as opposed to both. Just hold sideways. Walk sideways. Cross your legs. That's how we exercise. I wonder if I can airwalk while pulling this on flat ground. That'd be hilarious. Make it look like you're doing that dance sideways. There's barely any new growth here. It started. Oh, that's all dead too. Nothing there. Well, I guess we'll have to move a couple times then today. Usually we can sit here for a couple hours, graze a couple times, and then we'll go back. But I'll have to move it like every 20 minutes because the property isn't looking that great to a sheep right now. It's actually looking better back down at the bottom of the hill. And the wind is going this way, so if I park down in the corner, then it'll be better. Like right now, I can't really open up my awning. It starts gusting in that direction. I just have to turn it sideways. Turn it that way 90 degrees. Good sheep. Happy sheepies. It's sheep. Still need the cord to be able to connect this to my current battery, and eventually the backup, more portable pack box ready, smaller battery that I'm needing to get for this example. You gotta have the pack box is able to be taken out and put on the RAM. I need to get a new RAM. This is not this breeding. I thought they were bred. They didn't have a heat and didn't seem to breed for 2 months with my ram, so I was like, oh, okay, they rebred. I won't don't need him for pulling or for breeding for at least another year, so I'm gonna give him to a farm friend that's in the valley. And about 2 months later, they started having heats again. Look at the fire! I love it. Pretty. Windy. As soon as I'm done with this boiling of water for the noodles, then I'm gonna wheel this down the yay lights. I'm gonna wheel this down the hill to the part of their yard that they haven't grazed yet. That's how we rotationally graze. Except I consider it more like rotational living. I like the word nomadic, but nomadic has come to kind of be defined in most people's minds as like a traveling without destination. Instead of signifying some kind of a responsible circuit, nomadic circuit, it's sustainable, it has purpose behind its route, and it isn't selfish, just like wandering, and it's like more established and reciprocal and full circle and holistic. That is instantly I feel that idea with the word rotational living, responsible nomadism. It's all about the circle, it's not about the line. We need these ultralight wagons at the very least in order to carry everything and have it already set up, able to just jump in. Right now I got 30-mile-an-hour winds, and I have my tent, my solid lightweight tent already set up to jump in, not trying to fight the winds, set something up every time I stop and go. That's silly. There's nothing better than feeling like home, as in the sense of familiarity and accessibility. That's the thing. Like at the moment's notice, you can jump in, you can go home. Setting up your tent and breaking it down is like a barrier between you and your home of access. All right, there we go. 12 bars. Ready, Freddy. Fire the hole. Whew. That was a lot. Awesome fresh cracked pepper and salt, butter poured all over it. Always got a bag. Beggar butt, you are a beggar butt, beggar bird, you are a beggar bird butt, beggar bird butt, yeah, beggar bird butt, beggar bird, you silly beggar bird, you little beggar birds, begging around my wagon, silly beggars, you silly beggars. See, beggar around my wagon. Alright, put it in the knee patch. I'll be done soon for today. All sewn up, y'all. Yeah. I'm all sewn up. I got this sewn up, but I still need to get the crutch. Looks like. Blink. I'm all sewn up on for now, for this week, next week. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, I got thermals. I'm warm. Oh my God, this is the warmest I've been all winter. Oh wow. I'm pimping it for sure. Oh, coffee wouldn't be the same without you. Coffee wouldn't be the same without you. No, coffee wouldn't be the same without you. Thank you, my Missy Moo. Thank you for your dairy in my coffee. Yeah. That was the best. We're down to just 2 lattes a day. Milk her twice a day, and my lattes are small. They're like 6 ounces. I make them with 4 ounces of microfoam milk and 2 ounces of espresso. All right, I finally got an awesome brake system going. Now the brake doesn't just weigh down on this one bar on the surface of the tire, just on the peak. This has contact with the peak from here all the way back here. It has a support welded in to press down on the back, one in the middle to press down, and one in the front. And not only does it press down on the ridge, that increased length, but it also, as it presses down, squishes the tires out, and then they make contact on the sides. This is like 10-20 times better brake system than it was previously. As soon as I let go of the yoke, the brake automatically engages and this wagon isn't going anywhere. This is the safest, quickest, easiest brake system possible. You can see there's only one spot that you can see light through that it started to melt through. We've got an awesome brake system. Awesome. Now I can wheel this thing down the steepest mountain passes for sure without having to feel any anxiety that my wagon is gonna run me over or have any difficulty in slowing it down. I'll be able to walk this casually down the steepest mountain passes with barely any pressure, if any additional pressure applied besides the weight of the yoke itself, and me just holding my fingers and steering it down the hill as it slowly follows me. This 500-pound wagon is going to be safer than ever now to go down hills, and the anxiety that I was feeling will be no more. Awesome. Wow. Wagon is ready. Thank God Raul offered to let us graze his field here last year, because it has really been a huge resource for us to just be able to walk right down the road and munch on an alfalfa field that's irrigated all summer. It really took all that. It took everyone's help, and that was a huge help. Raul reaching out and letting us know we can utilize his resource here. That has definitely been a contributing factor to bringing the wagon example up to the level that it is now. And now I just need to sew on the back bathroom curtains. Got the curtains right there, ready to hang it from the bathroom right there. And then after that, I just need to find two more pieces of wire that I can make 2 more hoops out of. The wire needs to be thinner than this though. And then this will be like a second upper section that will be deployable as an enclosure, a full enclosure to hold in the heat for winter showers. I got that transferred from my old door. I super glued it on here. And I just need to get another piece of chloroplast and cut it up and make walls for the sides of the cargo area. I ordered the hot glue gun so that I can insulate the inside of my wagon like it was, and attach my felts on the inside of the door especially, and have them extend up here. So as I open it up, the top of the door will bend over. Yay, look at that. I got a real caravan door. I just need to have a doorknob now. I'm using this. It works. There's a doorknob on my wish list if anyone wants to get the wagon a doorknob. That'd be awesome.